And now, thoughts from the editor. This week's featured editorial board writer is Paul Hurley from the Visalia Times-Delta.
I'm Paul Hurley, Community Conversation Editor for the Visalia Times-Delta and a member of the board of the Kenneth L. Maddy Institute. Public employee compensation is one of those tricky areas where public policy collides with private interest. Sometimes the collision isn't pretty. Most people would agree public agencies should not pay for more than they can afford. It's becoming increasingly clear that government cannot afford to continue to pay for the retirement plans that have been agreed to in the past. There are many reasons for it, and it's complicated. But the trend is clear that the public sector will need to scale back its commitment to pay for employee benefits, just as the private sector already has. That's a difficult decision when it comes personal, when it affects your child's teacher, your neighbor, the corrections officer, or your son, the firefighter, not to mention the teacher, officer, and firefighter themselves. These are real decisions affecting people's lives and livelihoods. Establishing the balance between public policy and private interest, however, is exactly why government exists. It needs to be the objective third party to set the limits that will produce the best results for both sides. We fear that too often that doesn't happen in our current government for a number of reasons. The influence of money, special interests, and partisan ideology are just three of the factors that upset that balance. In his career, the late Senator Ken Maddy functioned routinely as a balancing force between competing parties, interests, and individuals. The Maddy Institute continues to promote his bipartisan approach toward collaboration and compromise to make government more responsive. Balancing the needs of the public as a whole with the interests of the individuals who serve the people in their role as public employees will be the essence of resolving the conflict over public employee pension reform. The discussion would be well served with a generous helping of the Maddy approach.
The views expressed in the Maddy Report are those of the individuals participating in the program and do not necessarily reflect those of Valley PBS, KC, or the Maddy Institute, board, management, or staff. If you'd like to share your thoughts about the points and opinions expressed in the Maddy Report, visit our website at valleypbs.org/Maddy. The Maddy Report is brought to you through a production partnership of KC24 and Valley PBS, proudly working together with the Maddy Institute to provide the San Joaquin Valley with valuable analysis and insight about public policy issues.
This has been the Maddy Report. Thanks for joining us.